when we think about doctrine and theology, a lot of times it seems academic or cerebral. But when you find yourself in tragedy and in the worst, it's the thing that gets you out of bed in life. It's real. I mean, it's the thing that helps you survive. And so, in particular, I've talked about how hope is the most essential thing you have to have in tragedy, because if you don't have hope, you don't actually believe that things can get better. You believe that you're permanently stuck in misery for the rest of your life. And so if you don't have hope, you really cannot move forward. And so I really believe that the gospel is the center of hope. Because if we think about it in a natural lens, think about, when Jesus dies on the cross, from the eyes of man, what has happened there? You have a man who has been unjustly executed. You have a movement that seems to have died. And yet, this is the moment when God is redeeming the world. This is the moment when God is fixing the fall. And so with that being said, from there, Jesus rises from the dead and he rises to his throne in heaven, and he is actively redeeming the world. And it all goes back to this moment where a man is tortured, beaten, and executed on a cross. And the cross is really the center of a theology that gives you hope, because you can look at your own situation, no matter how bad it is, whether it's the death of a child or a cancer diagnosis or whatever it may be, and you can then look at the cross and say, hey, the Lord used this for redemptive purposes. The Lord did a work of healing for the whole world in this. And that gives you hope that the Lord can redeem your circumstance. The Lord can heal you. The Lord can use it for redemptive purposes. And that gives you that ounce of hope that convinces you that it really is, life is worth living, things can get better, and it's worth me getting out of bed in the morning. And honestly, when you've encountered tragedy, that's the thing you need the most. It's just believing that things can get better and that you actually can be healed.